natin, we started with our discussion on spanning. Yeah. Kasi two-part to eh. If you have a finite dimensional vector space, so we start on how you would construct a vector space. So paano ka gagawa ng isang vector space? So of course, you need to consider some vectors. Tapos kung meron ka sa vectors, you span those vectors. In other words, say for example, okay, sulat ko lang dito. Lagay ko lang to as a recall, as green, blue na lang pala ng color. So, note lang natin. No. So, let's consider some vectors. Say, sabihin natin v sub 1, v sub 2, up to v sub k. And we know last time, ang ginawa natin is you can construct a vector space, I mean, by simply having these vectors. So meaning, you take a span of all of these vectors. V sub 1, V sub 2, up to V sub k. Anong ginagawa nga ng span? Naalala mo pa anong definition ng isang span? Balikan natin yung lesson natin last meeting. Ano bang definition ng isang span?
Yung lahat ng ano po nila, yung combination?
Yes. So meaning, lahat ng linear combinations ng mga vectors na to. Meaning, we can have a sub 1, v sub 1, plus a sub 2, v sub 2, and so in up to a sub k, v sub k. In other words, di ba, the sum of multiple combinations of vectors is just simply a vector. So meaning, nag-construct ka ng bagong vector based on these vectors from 1 to k, where a sub 1, a sub 2 are simply your scalars. So, mga field elements yan sila. So, yun. So, we constructed, when we were able to show, recall lang natin that this span, we were able to show last time, na this is also a vector space. Vector space yan is a vector space over a field F, ayan, or the set of your scalars. So yun. So in other words, vector space siya. But my question is, are all of the vectors here are indeed important to create such a span? Meaning to say, kung meron kang span, can we, all of these vectors, ba kailangan ba talaga siya? That you can uniquely generate a span. In our last meetings, I think meron tayong theorem last time. Wala pala. Hindi pala natin na-discuss pa palang theorem na yon. Kasi, pwede ka naman pumili ng mga vectors eh. Vectors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, vectors v sub 1, v sub 2, up to say v sub k. Pero, hindi natin tinignan anong quality of vectors did we include. Kasi remember, like for example, this linear combination of vectors produces another vector. How sure are you that one of the vectors is not produced by the vectors that you have listed? So dito na papasok kung ang mga vectors na to are independent to each other or dependent, meaning it is produced by the vectors that you have already identified. So this would be our next discussion. So ang topic natin this afternoon has to do with linear independence. In other words, we want to show na may mga vectors that depends on other vectors, meaning generated by other vectors, pero may mga vector na wala na makakapag-generate sa kanya sa previous list na na-identify nyo. So that's we define it to be linearly independent. So let me write our title for this afternoon's discussion. So linear independence. So in other words, ang ibig lang naman, bakit kailangan natin ito pag-aralan? Para wala tayong over-generation ng isang vector space. Kasi bakit daw pa siya in-include? Kasi it's already produced by its counterparts. So pwede mo naman siya i-get rid, i-remove. So yan ang magiging topic natin this afternoon. So let us first define, dapat may formal definition tayo ng tinatawag ng isang linearly independent vector. Okay, independence. Okay, so let's define a list of vectors. So, muna dito. Let v sub 1, v sub 2, say up to v sub m be vectors. Mga vectors lang yan. Sige. So, the vectors v sub 1, v sub 2, up to v sub m are linearly independent if for a sub 1, v sub 1 plus a sub 2, v sub 2 up to a sub m, v sub m is equal to 0, then a sub 1, a sub 2, up to a sub m, all of these are 0. Anong ibig niya lang sabihin? When you, halimbawa, you have a list of vectors, try mo siyang gawing linear combination of these vectors and equate it to 0. The only way that it is possible if all of the scalars that you have identified is 0. Meaning, the only way for linearly independent mga vectors when you express this as a linear combination of each other and equate it to 0, the only way na magiging 0 yan, kung the only scalar can do it, it's magiging 0. So, in other words, kung may isa dyan na non-zero, tapos naging 0 ang linear combination niya, so therefore,
Kung
that
ano pa somehow
is
magko-collapse pa
linearly.
yun to 0.
Again, again?
Telescoping series?
Again, Joshua, hindi ko naintindihan.
Telescoping series po.
Telescoping series. Hindi naman siya necessarily telescoping na di ba, if you consider telescoping series, yung may cancellation. So, nagka-cancel, isa positive, isa negative, isa positive, isa hindi naman necessarily na telescoping talaga siya. Ang importante lang is that lahat yang mga scalars mo or mga field elements mo, 0 lang yan siya talaga.
Yes.
Meaning to say, kung meron dyan isa na non-zero na nakatapat sa vector na yan, so ang vector na yan is linearly dependent to other vectors. Okay, I think we will have an example of that later. So, halimbawa, let's have examples of linear independence. Say, for example, ang pinaka-common, yung usual na ginagawa kong example is yung standard basis. Later, i-define natin yan, anong ibig sabihin ng basis. Halimbawa, ito, in R3, yan. So, ito, this is in R3. So, kung tawagin natin, this is your V sub 1, this is your V sub 2, and this is your V sub 3. Take a linear combination of the sum of all of this. Plus A sub 2, A sub 3, V sub 3, and equate it to 0. Tingnan mo kung if you will solve this linear equation, at the only way for A sub 1, A sub 2, and A sub 3 is dapat magiging 0 lang siya. Say, for example, in this case, if you will substitute back V sub 1, V sub 2, and V sub 3 as the triples A sub 0, 0, A 0, 1, 0, and 0, 0, 1, so meron kang following combination of values. So meron kang, yung una dito ay magiging A sub 1, 0, 0. Tapos ang pangalawa, you'll have A sub 2, that's the second. 0, A sub 2, 0. Tapos, this is A 0, 0, A sub 3. And this is equal to 0. But remember, if you add these three vectors, this is just A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub 3, and this is equated to 0. So, in other words, the only way for you to have a zero vectors kung lahat ng mga entries sa vector na yan is actually zero. So, in other words, we can write this as this is zero, and this is zero. So, that's the only way na ano. So, in other words, kung meron kang ganitong combination, so in other words, meron kang ano, these are linearly independent. Okay? How about this one? Ito, papacheck ko sa iyo. Check mo to. How about, may sobra tayo ha. Say, may isang 1, 0, 0. Say, isa 0, 1, 0. How about this one? Say, 0, 1, 1. Ayan. Are they linearly independent in R3?
Alam ko na po yung ano sabihin siguro. Independent kasi parang hindi sila magkatama.
Yan, kung isipin mo, ito yung pinakamabilis kasi ang isang value hindi siya tumatama sa kaya ang tawag dito actually late term, ang may technical term dito. This is the standard basis. Pero about this one, tingnan mo yan. May dinagdag lang tayo na isang value. You don't need to be pwede to 4. Pwede din yun ng 1. Any number will do. Halimbawa sabihin natin non-zero yan.
Mag-a-add po siya dun
So, try natin. So, kung gagawin mo po to ulit, ito, kung isusulat mo yan ulit siya, so magiging this is a sub 1, 0, 0. Ito naman, plus 0, a sub 2, 0, plus ito naman, 0, 4, a sub 3, and you will have a sub 3. And this is equal to the 0, 0 vector yan I forgot to mention. Ang 0 dito na sinasabi natin, this is just the 0, 0 vector. Hindi natin pala na-emphasize to. Alright. So yun. So now next. So remember equations to sila. So a sub 1, a sub 1 plus 0 is equal to 0. So ang a sub 1 mo is obviously equal to 0. Ang a sub 2 mo naman, so you'll have 0 plus a sub 2 plus 4a sub 3 is equal to 0. Sulat natin yan. A sub 2 plus 4a sub 3 is equal to 0. So, di tayo sure pa. Pero ang last, 0 plus 0 and plus a sub 3. So, therefore, this is just equal to a sub 3 is equal to 0. So, ang tanong, are all a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3 equal to 0? Obvious, kasi
Zero.
a sub 3, 0
Ayan,
naman
sama.
yan.
Zero din yan.
So in other words, tama, a sub 1, a sub 2, and a sub 3 are all equal to 0. Still, kahit may ganito ka, linearly independent pa rin sila. So meaning may mga not necessarily na kung sabihin natin linearly independent, ito yung dapat palagi. Ito classic talaga yan. This is a very classic linearly independent vectors. Pero may mga vectors na hindi necessary. Okay, so halimbawa, can you do this? Can you find out linearly independent ba siya o hindi? Gawin ko lang dalawa. Say 5, negative 1, and say 1, 2 in R2. Linearly independent ba siya o hindi? So in other words, you are to solve kung ang a sub 1 dito of 5 minus 1 plus a sub 2 times 1 equals 0. Ang a sub 1 and a sub 2 dapat 0 siya for it to be linear independent. Kung may isa ka sa kanila, hindi 0. So therefore, hindi siya linearly independent. So can you solve on your there sa ano mo and tell me, give me the value of a sub 1, give me the value of a sub 2.
Equal 0 po, no? So parang algebra lang.
Algebra lang. Actually, linear algebra lang nga siya eh.
True. So, parang
Ano ba yung
simultaneous
first
equations po,
equation
no?
mo?
5A
Ano mong
plus
dalawang,
5A1 plus A2 equals 0.
that's correct.
Huwag na. A2 equals negative 5A1 ba?
Mas mabilis kang mag-mentally calculate eh.
Ililipat lang po sa
Yan.
kabila. Tapos yun, ipapasok na A2. A2, 2 times negative 5A1 po. Yun, so negative A1. Negative 11A1 equals 0. A1 equals 0.
Yan, tama. So A1 is 0.
A2 equals 0 na ba?
Ayan, tama. Alright. So, actually, ginagawa ko lang multiply 5 sa second equation at mag-0 ang A1. Tapos, ganun din, multiply ka ng negative 2 sa second. Solve for that. So, ang A2 is just equal to 0. So, yun. How about this one? Ito. Although, quite obvious to. Sulat ko siya. Vector, say, common to ng vector in Rn. So, say, 1, 1, 3, say 0, 0, 1, and say negative 2, negative 2, and negative 6. Yeah. In R3. Linearly independent ba ito or may dependent na vector dyan? So again, solve mo lang. Actually, makikita mo siya kaagad.
001 pa naman. 001. So therefore, kung kung kaya to, A2, bale na. Ay, hindi, wait lang mo.
Sige, sure.
Wait. Like 113, negative 2 to negative 6. So, yung A3 equals negative 2V1.
Nagiging 0 ba
Hindi
siya?
yata po linear independent.
So, in other words,
Hindi po siya magiging 0 kasi scalar multiple po na. So, pag ginawa na pong magka-cancel 0 equals 0, hindi na po mas-surmise.
That's correct. Actually, makikita mo yan dito. Napansin mo, kung isosolve mo itong dalawa, ano napapansin mo yung sa dalawa na yan?
Yun nga ba, negative 2 si 8 negative 2 times ano ba? Times 1, 1, 3.
That's right. Nag-multiply ka ng negative 2 na ano to?
Pagka-trinay na may cancel, may 0 equals 0 ba? Wala pong
That's
lalabas.
correct. In other words, ito yung sinasabi nating ano to, na isang scalar, when you multiply it, kahit magiging 0 times 113 pa yan, plus, tapos transpose mo, kung i-transpose mo to sa kabila, sulat lang natin 3
Mga
plus
cancel po na
negative
cleanly.
2, 1, 1, 3, tapos dito magiging negative, negative 2, negative 2, negative 6 is equal to 0. So in other words, meron kang mga scalars na non-zero, pero when you add them together, it's equal to 0. Yung linear combination na to. So that what makes this as an example of linearly dependent. And not necessarily, hindi palagi na ganito palagi ang example of linear independence. Pwede din siyang halimbawa. If you can recall, sana ba yung dati natin diniscuss? Ito, collection of ito yan. Kung naalala mo to, I think isa-isa. Ito, collection of polynomials of most degree m. Meaning to say, sulat ko siya P sub m, recall, I'll use blue, recall, P sub m of f is just the collection of polynomials a sub 0 plus a sub 1, z1, z plus a sub 2, z squared up 2 plus a sub 3, z m such that ang m mo is just an element of from 0 to 1 up to not sorry. Dapat may idugtong akong I want as much as possible I want to be correct sa notation ko. Okay. By the way, ngayon sa Shanghai International Math Olympiad.
Ano ba?
International Math Olympiad ngayon sa Shanghai. Parang naka-silver lang tayo.
Yun pala po yung IMO. O ano? July kasi.
IMO ngayon. Ang physics, I think tapos na sila eh.
Wala.
Ang International Physics Olympiad.
Obo.
Maganda yung performance po this year ng mga ano natin eh, yung contingents.
Actually, beginning po, I think, dati kulela tayo palagi.
Apo.
I think beginning nung parang may funding na. Kasi dati hindi yan funded eh. Pinapabayaan lang yung mga sudya. Kasi these are athletes eh. Mga athletes yan. So kung wala kang support na ibibigay, wala naman ibibigay na ano. Pero I
Kaya
think
nga
beginning
po.
2007, nagiging okay tayo because the funding comes in, there are rigorous trainings being conducted until nakapag-gold tayo for 2 consecutive years, I think. Sa panahon pa yun ni
2016 sila ano po?
2016, tama po.
Farrell
Dalawa sila eh. Ang isa computer science, nag-computer science sa Ateneo. The other one went to MIT.
si Farrell Wu po yan, yung double degree.
Ayan, so graduate na siya. I don't know what he's doing right now.
Oh, hindi.
So,
minsan sumasagot siya. Na-chat ko po siya, nagtatanong kami ng ng mga tips.
okay.
Pero hindi
So,
namin siya FB friend kasi busy yata siya. Sabi niya, hindi siya nakakasagot. Very rarely.
Alright.
Daming ginagawa. Pero hindi sumasagot ko anong ginagawa, siguro ayaw niyang paalam din.
I think yung mga ito yung mga bata na parang hindi masyado mag-social media.
Opo. Sayang maraming magagaling na Pilipino kung masusuportahan palalo ng gobyerno kamukha ng pagsuporta sa ibang aspeto ng sosyedad.
Oo. Ang flood control project napunta lang.
Oo, kasi po maliit lang itong mga binibigay sa academics, maliliit lang po na pera yan sa compared sa mga nilulustay na po.
Parang naano naman tayo sa politika ngayon, impeachment trial. Anyway, mamaya po eh.
Sige po.
Okay, balik ako, Joshua. Sometimes Joshua napapasok talaga yung politics. Okay, anyway, napapamura ka sometimes kung nanonood ka eh. Well, anyway, so let's go back. Let's consider this collection of polynomials of at most m. Meaning to say, halimbawa, an example of a polynomial na element nitong collection na to says x squared plus 2x, say, minus 5. This is an element of this. Say, for example, ang m mo is, say, 50. Halimbawa lang, m is 50. Say, another polynomial na pwede mo maisip, say, ano ba yung mga magagandang polynomial? Bakit ang polynomial na example sa mga libro, puro mga integers? Pwede namang pi x cubed minus 0.32x, say, minus 3. So, yun. It's still in this collection. Basta ganun. In other words, when you're talking about this collection of polynomials, if you can remember last time, this can be spanned, meaning generated by specific polynomials of powers. Meaning, pwede mo siyang ma-generate as the collection of 1, z squared.
Linear combination na naman po.
Linear combination. Ito, obvious na kasi linear combination ng ang polynomial eh. So, ang tanong ko lang sa iyo, Joshua, nagsuspan na siya. Are these linearly independent? Ito.
Hindi naman sila constant po, no?
Oo.
Yes, kasi
so, words,
siguro dapat solvable. Kung
for example,
1z squared lang mo, masasolve na. Di ba po?
Say for example, di ba anong definition ng linearly independent? Dapat when you write a linear combination of this up to say A sub M,
Yun nga po pala.
B sub
The
M.
roots. Yung roots.
In other
Dapat
words,
wala.
dapat may root. Ayan. And meron yan, may famous theorem yan that you are assured na may roots. Naalala mo yon? I don't know. Famous yan na theorem if you're studying algebra. Yung may roots palagi yung mga polynomials, no matter
Alam ko
what.
mo na ganun. Pero hindi ko pa alam kung may pangalan.
May pangalan siya. Ang tawag dyan, ano ka lang, fundamental
Theorem of
theorem
algebra.
of algebra. Tama.
Yun pala yun.
Ayan.
Aba.
Ang ibig niya lang, kasi ang maganda dito, ito yung maganda kung if you study theoretical mathematics. Kasi when you do the application, di mo na iisipin. Kaya marami nagtatanong, bakit ka pa nag-aaral ng ano? Well, for example, I'm being asked because ang training ko talaga is in theoretical mathematics, pure mathematics. So they would ask, bakit, when I propose research work, so tatanong sila, bakit mo pa mag-produce ng proposal like this? Wala namang application. Sagot ko lang, naging matalino ako. kung pag-aaralan mo ko ito.
May logic na.
In reality naman, lahat ng mga applications right now that we are enjoying as a product of mathematics is actually produced by theoretical mathematics.
Yung mga dati, yung mga, di ba po yung complex numbers, so wala daw use yan.
Wala, oo. The complex numbers are invented numbers. Inimbento lang siya for
saan lumalabas pa rin po pala sa mga quantums.
This is based from my experience. Ang general purpose ng complex numbers is to make calculations easy. Yun lang naman.
Yung sa mga yung ginagawa pong exponential forms, ang daming ginagawa. Pero parang lang po, yung mga properties ng complex numbers, para ma-translate mo yung mga Cartesian, blah, blah, blah. Marami kasi uses mo na.
Pero in reality, sometimes I want to avoid it. Kasi sometimes ang umiiba generally ang theory niya na If you go to the complex plane, umiiba siya totally. Sabi ko nakakaloka yung perspective of finding solutions.
True.
Kaya as much as possible, for example, I'm usually yung pinag-aaralan ko talaga is in Lie theory, meaning to say mga representations yan siya. And currently I have this proposal I have submitted for funding sa National Research Council, and hopefully it will be funded. So we will be studying tinatawag yung star products on an object. So ang objects na pag-aaralan namin, Mobius strip and Klein bottles. So paano kami makaka-generate ng star products on that? So star products, it's actually a mathematical tool na ginagamit sa physics which connects classical mechanics to quantum mechanics. So ang okay lang naman sa first stage ng when I am explaining our work, mga mathematicians naman yung kinakausap ko. So they understand. Yung second stage, it's a composition of non-mathematician. Usually tinatanong, so anong application nito? I'll frankly tell them na in the real world, wala siya application. Pero maybe in the theoretical level, there might be applications for other mathematics to use. Pero for now, normally wala namang real world application. Maganda lang yung math niya. Maganda siya talaga actually. So yun, that's how we will explain it. So ngayon, ang dinidiscuss natin dito ngayon, linear spanning, linear independence, are actually theoretical level. Pero maganda lang, may mga applications ito. So the mathematics that is being used to understand on how to apply this in real world, ginagamit na ito. So kaya, I don't know in the future how you will be encountering this when you study for your college, masters or PhDs. Pero if it's quantitative, babalik ka sa mga classical na mga calculations. Babalik to yung mga ideas na to. Kaya if I will be asked I'm sorry, I think may internet connection, medyo mahina. Once in a while, may
Wala
mga,
naman po.
ano to,
Okay lang na po. Hindi naman po
interruption.
napaputol.
Okay ba? Okay pa ako?
Opo.
Right. So, kung ako tatanungin, anong pinaka-importanting mathematics na kailangan for application, for now na alam ko, tatlo actually. One is, of course, calculus. That's one. Importante yung calculus. Number two, kailangan mo talaga linear algebra or algebra in general. Or linear algebra kasi yung data sets mo can be represented by matrices, but how will you work on these matrices? So kailangan mo intindihin ang linear algebra. This is the linear algebra we're talking about. Then lastly, yung last, probability theory. So yun, ito yung tatlo na nakikita ko na importante na maintindihan ng isang college student who wants to go to data science, for example. So they are equipped of these three important mathematical tools. And the rest can be applied later. Say for example, may mga tools na dati walang pumapansin because it's so theory. Alam mo yung topology as a mathematics?
Opo.
Narinig mo ba yun?
Yes, opo.
Yung sinasabi nilang it's a mathematics where a donut and a mug are just the same. So kasi may mga topological embedding ginagawa. Pero ngayon actually it's a new mathematical language na ina-apply, na may application. So may isang bagong area na tinatawag na topological data analysis. Sa Pilipinas ngayon, medyo nagiging famous na ito kasi may mga mathematicians na working on TDA. Ako, I'm doing TDA na rin, pero for some specific data sets. Some applied topological data analysis with improving ang mga CT scans, reading
True.
mga
Opo.
tomographies, yan. Kasi sometimes 'di ba may object ka which will be detected by shooting electrons. So babalik yung picture pero may mga noises. So how will you deal with noises? So yan, you use some tools. Some of the tools gumagamit yan ng TDA, topological data analysis. So anyway, sige. So far any questions sa examples natin on this? Let me formally define kung meron tayong definition of linear independence. So anong ibig sabihin naman yung linear dependence? Definition? Obvious na to. Actually, kabaliktaran lang naman to ng linear independence. Okay. Definition, linear dependence. Ayan. Okay. So, V sub 1, V sub 2, say up to V sub m. These are vectors in the vector space, are linearly dependent. So from the word dependence, meaning nagdidepend siya to a vector, if there exists a list of scalars, say a sub 1, a sub 2, up to say a sub m, not all are zeros, meaning to say, may listahan ka, hindi lahat dyan zero, such that if you write this as a linear combination, say a sub 1, v sub 1, plus a sub 2, v sub 2, up to a sub m, v sub m, this is equal to 0. Yun lang naman ibig sabihin ng linear dependence. So halimbawa, I want you to verify ito. Kailan to naging linearly dependent? Itong collection na to. 2, 3, 1, 1, negative 1, 2, and 7, 3, 8. This is in R3. Okay. Can you check linearly independent? Ato, sure tayo. Linearly dependent to because it's under this definition. But how will you show na linearly dependent siya? So solve the linear combination. Equate it to 0. So dapat ang a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, non-zero siya. So can you give me what is a sub 1, a
Hindi
sub
naman yata
2?
po wala naman natang constant So, pwede siguro to solvable.
So can you solve it? So
Yeah,
solve lang siya.
Wait lang po, tatong vector to. So, i-check muna po si independence.
Actually, if you check for independence, makikita mo yan na hindi siya magiging independent. Yan.
Yeah po, so some constant times 2, 3, 1 plus some constant times 1, negative 1, 2 equals 7, 3. 2a plus b equals 7. 3a minus b equals 3. A plus 2b equals 8. So, adding 5 equals 10 equals 2 times 2 plus b equals 7, b equals 3. Okay na. 2 plus, dapat 2 plus 2 times 3 equals 8. Is that true? 2 plus 6 equals 8. Tama. So, linearly independent.
Did you solve for in terms of what are the values of a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3?
Nga na ba?
Halimbawa, ito,
Yes.
isusulat ko to, the equation, a
Si
sub
ano ba?
1, 2, 3.
Kung. Yes. Wait ba? 2, 3,
That's correct.
negative 1?
And yes, correct.
Yes,
So, a sub
ginawa
1
ko
is
kasi in-equate ko na sa isa eh.
galing.
So, kung bababaliktad mo natin, yung 1 na yun, negative 1. Ayun. 2, 3, negative 1.
Okay, good. Tama. These are the values. Correct. Okay. Ano yan? Sinulat mo ba siya o iniisip mo lang?
Isip ko na ba? Bakit?
Hindi ko yung kaya. So that's good. At least
Ano naman pa
you
yun?
can do the calculations
naman
using
po na
this.
ano.
Galing.
Tatlo na naman po na ako dito. Simultaneous equations.
Alright, okay. Normally kasi gagawin mo, isusulat mo talaga eh. Kaya I was wondering kanina nung nagsasalita ka, sabi ko, iniisip niya na hindi mo sinusulat. Pero once in a while, if I were you din, Joshua, kung sobrang haba na, baka if your memory might fail, so it's better than to write. Pero kung ganito siya if your memory is still good, so go ahead, you do the calculation para matrain din
Kung hindi naman po kaya susulat
mind.
niya.
Tsaka sir,
That's good.
ano po di ba yun sa mga sa university tsaka sa mga competitions kailangan ng solution?
Hindi kailangan solution.
Okay.
Oo. Actually, there are
kasi
two
po magaling
types
sa
kasi of
mental,
mga-
kaya na yun po yung naano sa kanya, yung gusto namin ma-develop sana sa kanya yung pagsulat ng solution.
Okay, actually po, may mga contest kasi na tama to, na you have to train your mind, na you can do the calculations mentally, then you say the answer. Pero may mga competitions, like IMO for example, susulat mo talaga eh.
Opo.
Pero mas proving po yan
How you would write the argument.
More of proof yan.
Oo.
More
Pero
of
ito naman kasi
empirical.
computational. So, since this is computational, okay naman na isipin mo lang siya talaga how to do the calculations. That's good. But I would recommend you to continue doing mental calculations. Pero when there comes a time na kailangan mo isulat mo lang siya. So, especially when you do the writing, the proving, etc. That's good. Ako hindi ko yung kaya eh. Kailangan ko pa rin siya isulat eh. So anyway, thunders ko na rin. Okay. Next. So, next natin discuss, let us prove the following lemma. At least this lemma would give us an understanding when can we always have linearly independent set even na span siya. Meaning, di ba may spanning ka? Nag-span ka ng isang may collection ka of vectors, ginamit mo siya for the spanning. So, meron kang vector space. Kailan mo siya mapapaliit? Meaning to say, how would you select those vectors na not necessarily iba linearly independent, i-remove mo na lang siya. So, paano mo siya gagawin? So, this is because of this lemma. This is called the linear independence lemma. All right. Okay. Suppose, let me state this lemma muna. So, you have vectors, say v sub 1 up to v sub m are linearly dependent. So meaning to say, may isa sa mga vectors dito depends on the other in V. Then, according to this lemma, ito ang mangyayari. Okay? There exists a K in one of the numbers, 1, 2, up to M. Sulat ko munang M. Yeah. Such that V sub K is an element of the span of V sub 1, V sub 1, V sub 2, up to V sub K minus 1. All right. Also, include ko rin to. Yeah. And that's the first one. Meaning, ang unang statement dito, sinabi niya lang is that kung meron kang linearly dependent na set, meaning isa doon is linearly dependent at least sa iba, gawin mo lang, meron kang isang K dyan na kung saan that it is linearly dependent to the other vectors. Okay? So, mamaya sa proof, ang maganda kasi nito, when you look at the proof, paano natin mako-construct ano tong yung V sub K na na-identify natin. We can do a construction of that. Okay? The second one na statement, ito maganda, kasi once na alam mo, linearly dependent ang isang vector to the other, so meaning, pwede mo na siyang i-remove. So in other words, let me state this, the span of V sub 1 up to V sub K minus 1, tapos V sub K plus 1 up to V sub M, meaning nag-remove tayo ng vector na V sub K, it is the same as the span of the complete collection. Ibig niya lang sabihin, kung alam na natin na linearly dependent ang vector na to sa iba pang mga vectors na sa loob ng collection na yon, kailangan mo lang i-remove. Kasi it would, without that, kasi dependent naman siya sa iba na na-identify mo, you don't need that vector anymore to span the same space. So, dapat pareho pa rin siya. So, you can remove this. Kasi later, merong algorithm to really find a collection na yung spanning mo at lahat siya linearly independent for you to produce what you call a basis ng buong space. Meaning, hindi mo kailangan na-identify lahat ng mga vectors. Kailangan mo lang a few of these vectors para for you to define what you call a dimension for that vector. Okay. So, lemma, so let us prove this. So, isusulat ko lang, umpisahan kong proof dito sa baba. Let's start with the first statement. So, alam natin may vectors tayo, v sub 1 up to v sub n. So, let us identify since v sub 1, v sub 2 up to v sub m are linearly dependent. Linearly dependent in V. So, kung linearly dependent siya in V, Anong definition natin ng linearly dependent? Ito yan. Ayan. So state lang natin to, yung definition na ginamit natin earlier. So let me go back here. So since sinabi natin ganyan, so there exists a sub 1 up to a sub m in F such that if you write a sub 1 v sub 1 up to a sub m v sub m equals to 0, not all a sub i's are 0. Diba? Yun ang ibig sabihin lang naman ng definition ng isang linearly dependent set. So may isa dyan, hindi 0. At least may isa. So now, ang gawin natin is this. Let us identify yung pinakamalaking index ng mga A's mo na hindi siya 0. Okay? So meaning to say, kung 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 dyan, ano yung index na hindi siya 0? So yun ang susulat natin. So let us write this down. So let K be an element from 1 to m, meaning ito yung index set mo, be the largest element where a sub k is not equal to 0. So meaning, gawin mo, ano sa mga a's dyan, ang non-zero, gusto mo lang kunin yung largest k na kung saan hindi siya 0. Meaning, the rest, pwede siya magiging 0. Okay? So, let us write this down. Okay, let So, pwede nating isulat this is a linear combination. A sub 1, B sub 1, plus A sub 2, B sub 2, and so on, plus A sub K, B sub K is equal to 0. Alam natin si A sub K is not 0. So, hindi naman siya 0 ang A sub K mo. Pwede natin gawin, let us write this equation this way. So first, pwede mong isulat ang A sub K, V sub K is equal to transpose all of the terms except A sub K, V sub K to the right-hand side. So magiging negative A sub 1, V sub 1, minus A sub 2, V sub 2, and so on up to minus A sub, may A sub 2 pala ako, no? So let me write the A sub 2, V sub 2 minus until A sub K minus 1, V sub K minus 1. Tapos, since A sub K is not 0, so divide na lang natin lahat to A sub K para magiging V sub K na lang dyan. Tapos, we can write this as, pwede ko siya isulat this way, negative A sub 1 over A sub K, V sub 1, minus, pwede ito i-plus ko, negative A sub 2 over A sub K, and plus, and so on, plus negative A sub K minus 1 over K, V sub K minus 1. Pwede natin gawin yan because, of course, A sub K is non-zero. So, non-zero naman siya. At napansin mo, ang V sub K mo is a linear combination of the other vectors, of the previous vectors, V sub 1 up to V sub K minus 1. So in other words, ang ibig sabihin nito, V sub K is generated by or is an element of the span of V sub 1, V sub 2, ay, malimutan ko pala may V sub 2 dyan. V sub 2 up to V sub K minus 1. Ayun. So, ang ibig niya lang sabihin is that yung V sub K mo is a linear combination of the previous vectors. Mag-generate siya palagi. So, that's the reason why, sana tayo dito, ito yun, totoo yung first part ng proof. So, in other words, we were able to generate V sub K from the previous values. So that's the first part of the proof. So this is part 1. Sulat ko muna part 1. Ayan. Kasi itong unang part is part 1. Alright. Ito naman yung part 2. At this time, ipoprove natin na equal ang dalawang sets na ito. If you can remember from our methods of proving, paano natin ipapakita yung dalawang sets equal? What do you think, Joshua? Paano mo natin ipapakita?
Sila ba? Kaya.
Halimbawa, may dalawa kang set, A, B, C, D. Another set, A, B, C, D. Paano mapakita na dalawa, they are equal sets?
ABCD minus ABCD equals 0?
Ano pa? Sets lang sila. Wala naman, hindi naman siya necessary may number talaga. So, paano mo makita, like, this collection na nasa box, pareho din sa collection na nasa drawer. Naalala mo pa yung pagiging subset ng isang set to the other set? Yung definition ng equal sets. Recall lang natin dito, ha? Papa-recall ko. Recall. Two sets are said to be equal. Say A is equal to B. Sets yan lang, A is A. If and only if. Anong definition ng equal sets? Alala mo pa, A must be a subset of B. And, anong isa? It must be that B
D is also okay, also a subset of A. Okay.
Yun lang naman.
Okay.
So in other words, if we need to show, papakita na for this to be equal, pakita mo, if this is A, halimbawa A yan, this is B yan, so two equal sets, paano mo papakita na they are two equal sets? Pakita mo one is a subset of the other. Pero tanong ko, saan yung obvious na subset na siya?
V1, VM, tsaka...
So ano yung obvious na set?
Siguro
Tingnan mo.
si V1 to VM, surely ang subset ni ano pa yung larger set niya may K.
Pero ang may K mo sa loob na yan, ha? Meaning to say, V sub 1, up V sub 2, V sub 3, up to V sub K minus 1, K sub K plus 1, up to V sub M, meaning nasa loob na siya. Anong nangyari ito? Tingnan mo sa taas. Kinuha mo si V sub K, wala siya sa loob. Pero sa baba, meron siyang V sub K. So, saan yung mas marami na nasa span? Kung if we do not know the definition of the span. Kasi mas konting element nito sa taas compared sa element sa baba. Kasi napansin mo, nag-skip tayo, wala tayong V sub K. Ni-remove mo si V sub K. Ito naman, ito yung dot na yan, meron kang V sub K minus 1, meron kang V sub K, meron kang V sub K plus 1. Meron ka dyan. Meron yan. Hindi lang natin sinulat. So, ang tanong, kung isipin mo, saan yung mas marami na isa-span niya? Ang sa taas ba o sa baba?
Hmm.
Hmm. Kung titingnan mo, mas marami yung ito, yung sa baba. Mas marami siya. Kasi kompleto siya eh. Unlike yung sa taas, kulang ka ng isa. V sub k. Medyo nakuha mo ang idea? Remember, spanning is a linear combination.
Yes, tama.
So, ang linear combination nito na walang k, di ba kulang siya ng k? Masasabi mo, mas kulang siya. So, therefore, ito, mas maraming mga linear combination niya kasi may k ka na. May dinagdag ka. So, in other words, subset lang ang ito compared dito. Obvious na yan siya, na subset. Okay? So, isulat ko ha. So this is for part 2. Part 2. Susulat ko to, obviously, ito yung mga, sometimes sa mga math na expression, hindi ganun ka-obvious. The span of these vectors, v sub 1, na wala ang v sub k, mas konti siya compared to the collection na na-span mo andun si v sub k. So, parang isulat ko na lang para at least kita mo siya. Minus 1, v sub k, v sub k plus 1, up to v sub m. Yan, mas marami yung sa baba. Pero ipapakita natin ang baliktad. We need to show, sulat ko ditong red, we need to show yung the other way around. Yung from actually superset. You see, di ba ito, this is called subset. Ito yung tawag naman dito, superset. So, yung superset naman. So, sa kabila. Alright. So, to do that, so we need to argue. So, paano mapapakita na one is a subset of the other? So, for example, ito, paano mo ipapakita na B is a subset of A? Yung argument usually na gagawin mo is this. Kuha ka ng element na nasa B. Say, for example, X. Ipapakita mo ng X na to, same X, must be an element of A. Yun lang naman. For you to show that X is an element, assume mo, X is an element of B, ipapakita mo na ang X na yan would be in A. So, for you to say na B is a subset of A, kasi arbitrarily na pinili mo si X, so dapat it's an element of A then to really show it is a subset. All right, so that's what we're going to show right now. So let U be an element of the span of V sub 1 up to V sub M. All right, so yun, pili lang natin. Definition of a span. Di ba, if an element is an element of a spanning set, so meaning linear combination siya. So let us define, so U is a linear combination. So, I'll use letter B dito kasi gumamit tayo sa taas ng letter A. So gagamit ako ng letter B dyan. B sub 1, V sub 1, say plus B sub K minus 1, V sub K minus 1, plus B sub K, V sub K, plus B sub K plus 1, V sub K plus 1, up to B sub M, V sub M. So yeah, that's how we write our linear combination. But earlier, alam natin, alam natin, ito yun, no? Ang K natin is expressed this way. Meron na tayong what is V sub K. So gagawin mo, replace V sub K with this. replace mo lang siya. So, sulat ko dito. Since, let me write this down. Since V sub K is equal to, ano ngayon? Negative A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub K, V sub 1, up to negative A sub K minus 1 over A sub K. V sub K minus 1. So ito yung what is V sub K. Substitute mo lang siya. So if you substitute this, then group together with all na magkaparehong V sub 1, just factor it out. So ang mangyayari, so ang itsura niya, you will have the following. Yung U mo would become B sub 1 minus A sub 1, A sub K, V sub 1, that's the first one, and so on. Tapos, you will have plus, ano to? B sub K minus 1 minus A sub K minus 1 over A sub K, V sub K minus 1, and so on. You will have, may B sub K ka plus 1, V sub K plus 1, and so on, up to B sub M, V sub M. Yan. Alright. Dahil wala na akong papel pala. Dagdag ko lang. Okay. So, napansin mo na ang mu mo now, anong mga vectors nagsaspan? V sub 1, V sub 2, up to V sub K minus 1. Tapos, wala ka ng K. Nawala na si K. K plus 1. Up to V sub M. So, in other words, your new U here, thus, U is being spanned by the following vectors. So, sulat natin, V sub 1, V sub 2, up to V sub K minus 1, tapos V sub K plus 1, up to V sub M. So, in other words, sabi natin, U is an element of the collection from V sub 1 to V sub M. Pero you end up with a U na span siya na wala na yung K. Thus, sulat na, therefore, yung span ng V sub 1 up to V sub M is a subset of the span of V sub 1 up to V sub K minus 1, up to V sub K plus 1, up to V sub M. So in other words, equal lang silang set niyan. So thus, hence, sulat ko na lang dito that the span of V sub 1 up to V sub M is equal to the span na wala na yung K. Ayan. Kasi si K na identify natin, linear combination siya of the others. Pero by the way, hindi to exhaustive. Ang question, sir, mayroon pa bang ibang linearly dependent dyan? Maybe. Kasi ginawa lang natin, nag-identify sa, according to this lemma, nag-identify ka na at least isa. Pwede kang marami pa. You can look for more. Pero importante lang, because of this lemma, basta may nakita kang linearly dependent tong collection na to, so merong isa talaga, at least isa. So it can be more than one. Okay. Posible yun, more than one. Alright, sige. So that's the end of this lemma. Alright. So what is important in this, ito yung dapat natin intindihin. At maglalagay lang ako ng notes. Although hindi na natin ito ipoprove. First note, ang listahan ng unang linearly independent list, length of independent, linearly independent list, linearly independent list, meaning to say kung may na-identify ka na puro linearly independent, it's always less than or equal to the length of the spanning list. Kasi importante to when identifying later for the dimensions. Basta alam natin, if you have a collection of finitely many vectors that can span a vector space, so we know so far na finitely many siya, finite dimensional siya. Pero we don't know yet exactly what is the dimension. Nakadepende yan sa linear independence. So what so far we know is that mas konti ang number of vectors for a linearly independent set compared to the set spanning this set. So yan ang unang ano natin. Number 2, that's number 1. Number 2, every subspace of a finite dimensional vector space is finite dimensional. Obvious. Kasi subset na nga eh. Kung finite dimensional ang superset, ang subset niya dapat finitely dimensional. Okay? So, now I think this would be the end of my discussion this afternoon with you, Joshua. Pero mag-iwan ako ng ng assignment sa iyo.
Oh no. Oh yeah, okay. Oh no.
Kala mo lang ha. Ayun, susulat ko 'to. Exercise. Dalawa lang naman. Dalawa lang 'to. Okay. Exercises. First one. So, is this true? Alam. Totoo ba ito? Number 1. A. If you have a span of V sub 1, V sub 2, V sub 3 up to V sub 4, and it generates, may spanning ka, pero i-generate niya ang buong vector space. Okay? Then, the span of V sub 1 minus V sub 4, V sub 1 minus V sub 2 pala, V sub 2, V sub 2 minus V sub 3, V sub 3 minus V sub 4, and V sub 4 also spans V. So meaning, ibig niya lang sabihin, linearly independent, not linearly independent. Is it possible na magiging spanning set to na it will generate the same space? So that's your first question. First question. Second question. If V sub 1, V sub 2, V sub 3 to V sub 4 are linearly dependent in V, then V sub 1 minus V sub, linearly independent pala, independent pala siya. Let me erase this. Linearly independent minus V sub 2, V sub 2 minus V sub 3, V sub 3 minus V sub 4, and V sub 4 are linearly independent. Ayan. That's my first question. Totoo ba yan o hindi? Second question. May magdadagdag ako ng another paper. Okay. Number 2. Prove. Sana, magpo-proving ka. There does not exist a list of 6 polynomials that is linearly independent in the collection of polynomials generated of at most degree 4. Sorry, erase ko yun. Degree 4 yan siya. Ayan. Okay. So yun. This will be your assignment, Joshua. Ayan. Sasend ko lang naman to sa'yo. Actually,
Sige po.
yung updated na discussion natin about linear algebra. Ito yung magiging assignment mo. Alright, so do you have any questions so far, Joshua?
Baba. Wala na po. Sabi ko.
By the way, by next week may travel ako actually. So I might, di pa ako sure kasi depende kung stable ang internet connection ko o hindi. So I might not be able to conduct a class by next week. Pero I'll message you lang. Pero if possible siya on a Tuesday, so I'll message you a day before. Pero kung other words, we can move the class by next week. I mean by 2 weeks from now. Will that be okay, Joshua?
Okay na, mama.
So i-message lang ko kayo on this.
Sige po.
All right. If you don't have questions, so thank you very much. So I'll
Yun.
see you kung maybe next week tingnan natin. Pero see you next week para sure na. Mag-umpisa na rin kasi we'll be at the university.
Oo.
Okay.
Okay,
So kung
thank you
wala
po,
na
thank you
Joshua,
po.
thank you very much.
Sige po. Bye-bye po.
Ingat.
Sige na
Bye-bye.
po. Bye-bye po.